Today we are reading Jean-Michel Basquiat, written by Maria Isabel Sanchez Vergara, illustrated by Legina Hanzo. What do you see on the cover? What do you think is going to happen? Jean-Michel was a talented boy from Brooklyn whose mother was Puerto Rican and father was Haitian. He was only 4 when he started drawing, eager to show the world what a great drawer he could be. For Jean-Michel, a perfect Saturday was going to Manhattan with his mother to visit its Wonder Museum. Back home, he spent all afternoon drawing cartoons on scrap paper while listening to music with his father. One day, Jean-Michel was hit by a car in the street. He had to rest in bed for weeks to help pass the time. His mother gave him the most useful present he could have received, an enamel book. Skulls, teeth, guts, skin, skeletons. The book was simply fascinating. Going through its pages, Jean-Michel realized how powerful and fragile the human body is. He decided to use all he learned in his painting. Things turned upside down when his mother got out. Jean-Michel dropped out of school and ran away from home. Luckily, he found his place in the city at school, an unconventional setting where he met other artists like him. Not long afterward, the city of New York woke up with messages spray painted on buildings all over Manhattan. They were signed with a name that Jean-Michel and his friend Adiez had made up, SAMO. It was the beginning of the graffiti era, and Jean-Michel was at the center of it. In the blink of an eye, he went from selling t-shirts and homemade podcasts to becoming the new star of the art scene. Locked up in his studio, Jean-Michel spent hours on the floor mixing pencils, oil sticks, and crayons with cut-up quotes he found in comics and history books. The result was a beautiful mess of painting that people fell in love with. Jean-Michel believed that everyone deserved a place in art. Instead of painting kings and queens like many other artists, he turned his paintbrush to waiters, cooks, prisoners, and himself. If there was someone he wanted to meet, it was the famous Andy Warhol, one of his idols. After their first lunch, Jean-Michel went home, and within 2 hours he sent Andy a wet painting of the two of them. It was the beginning of a great friendship. Jean-Michel and Andy spent lots of time together, working, painting, and going to parties. They were brand new painters and pop art legends, the craziest pair on the scene. In less than 10 years, Jean-Michel made thousands of paintings and drawings, but he was also a poet and musician and a graffiti prodigy who influenced the work of many artists that came after him. And by painting life in his own unique way, Jean-Michel became one of the most important artists of the 20th century. The talented child who once told his father, "Papa, I'm going to be famous." Jean-Michel passion was to be an artist. What do you want to be when you get older? What did you learn about Jean-Michel? Have you ever been to New York?